Do you have a cryptocurrency trading strategy in place? If you don't, you could lose hundreds, thousands of dollars because of the timing of when you buy, sell, and how long you hold. In this video, we're going to get into capital gains taxes, and that way you're going to be able to figure out what's best for you. Let me just say, I am not a tax professional. This is just my personal experience here and the resources that I find beneficial that I just want to share with you. I'm Joanna Garzilli, this is Crypto Angel Network, and thank you for subscribing to the channel, for liking, and especially your comments. I love the conversation we get to have here, and know that I'm never going to WhatsApp you and say, here are some, go and sign up for my trading thing. Those are scammers. I will always reply personally. So let's go ahead and talk about capital gains tax. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So hang on a second. All right. So the first of all, the critical question here is cryptocurrency taxed? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. And a very important thing to know is, and this is, what I'm showing here is I'm British, but I am a US citizen. So what I'm showing here is for US citizens. And of course, go to a tax professional as well if you feel uncertain with something. But as a US citizen, let's say, for example, you are living in a different country, you are still going to have to report those taxes. You are still going to have to pay those taxes. And digital assets are absolutely a capital gains tax. So in this video, I'm not going to get into talking about tax harvesting. I'm just going to focus on the gains of what happens if you earn income and then you want to go and take those gains. And so just look here, anything here that is considered a taxable event is the selling, the trading, the using of cryptocurrency to buy a good or a service, and receiving cryptocurrency as a result of a fork or from mining. And then the things that aren't considered taxable events are buying cryptocurrency with fiat, donating, gifting, or transferring from one wallet to another. But you still have to show those transactions. So let's go and look at a guide to capital gains. And this, I feel, it can bring you so much clarity in terms of whether you want to do day trading or you want to do long-term hodls. And the main difference between a short-term and a long-term capital gain is if you go and sell your digital asset and you earn from it, that you are in profit from it, then you are going to have to pay tax on that. That's why you have to report it. If you don't, you're going to have a penalty. So that's really, really important. Now, if you hold your currency for a long term, over 12 months, then you're going to be in a lower tax bracket. So you have your income tax earning, and then you have your capital gains table. And we're going to look at that in a second. I just want to briefly take you over to my performance Cointracker. And this is why what I really like with this, under the portfolio feature here, is you can see in real time, you can see the cost basis of, okay, I went and I put X amount of money in here. Here's my net deposits. This was the cost here of I paid here $18,794, but my holdings are $39,213. So that means, let's say I want to go and sell my graph and I want to take my profits here. My profits are $21,399.21. Then I have to pay capital gains tax on that. I'm going to have to pay that. That's, for me, that's not a small amount of money. I mean, that's That's a sizable sum. So of that, let's round it up to 21,400 and let's go to the short-term capital gains tax rate. So I'm married and I'm filing jointly, and let's go on the table here. For our family, we will come somewhere between the tax bracket of 80,251 and 171,050, which then means that we're going to have to pay 22% capital gains tax on the, what did I say it was, 21,400. So let me just go back to that. Hang on a sec. Bear with me. 21,400. Let me just move this up. Okay, so let's just do that in real time just to see here. 21,400, and then minus 22%. Did I do that right? 21,400 minus 22%. That means I would have to pay $4,708 tax. And this is why I feel the Cointracker is so beneficial, because you can think, oh, wow, I'm making all this money, I'm up, I'm in profit, and you don't put aside your taxes. Those taxes are less than income tax, but still, that's not a small amount. Now, for people who are making even more, oh my gosh, I mean, it jumps up then to 24%, 32%. But even for someone that is making between 20 and 80,000, it's 12%. So, every dollar counts. And then if we go to the long-term rates, look at the difference here. If, let's see, I'm married, filing jointly, and so I wouldn't get zero. If you're making less than 80,000 from work and you have a whole load of assets and passive earning from digital assets, then you hold long-term, you pay zero. That's amazing. It's totally worth holding for the 12 months. If for ourselves, and we're in this 15% taxable bracket there, that's let's see, that's going to be that's a difference of 7% there. So let's go again. 21,400 minus, what do we have there? 15%, 3,210. So I mean, it's again that difference between the short and the long term. So these are important things to take into consideration when you look at, are you going to do, what is advantageous to you? And a couple of things to consider are the following. So, you're going to pay short-term capital gains, that higher tax rate, if you are a day trader. If you're doing a whole load of you're doing it professionally, but what if you're just trying to make that extra bit here and there? Yes, you can make more money on the uptrends, and if you margin trade on the downtrends. I do not margin trade. It's mostly illegal in the US. The only exchange that allows it is Kraken, allows 5 times leverage trading. So just doing all those trades, yes, the Cointracker will report it, but if one starts to do well and paying that short-term capital gains tax, one has to take that view. Is that what you would want to do? I suppose the pros of long-term hodl are you can accumulate wealth and you can ride the highs and lows. And if you go for that long-term capital gains, you can save more on your taxes. And that's what appeals to me. That's what I'm finding as a fit for me. I was doing some day trades in the beginning, and I had successful trades on that. But at this point, I just didn't want to go through the ups and downs and all the time of that. So I opted for a long-term capital gains tax strategy. And then I suppose the cons of day trading, so we talked higher taxes. And then the one of the other important considerations is the cons of a long-term hodl. Because let's say, for example, we go through Bitcoin pumps and pumps, certain altcoins pump, but then within a 12-month period, there is a massive retracement, then you're going to lose those profits. And well, you may as well have paid the taxes, right? So I think these are very important things to consider. And it's just good to look at, what do you feel is going to work best for you? And that really, that's going to be so personal, depending on how much you earn. Like I said, whether you file married, single, a whole household, how much you're making. These are the things that you need to think about. So a lot of food for thought. I hope that is helpful for you. And the affiliate link to the Cointracker software is in the description below. And it just means that when you sign up via me, that means that it goes towards as credits towards for me using Cointracker. And I love it. I love my Cointracker. Like I said, I use it for the tracking and being able to see the cost basis and where I'm in profit, so I have an idea of how much tax is going to be due. And then I use the TurboTax software as well. I hope that you found this beneficial, and I look forward to having a conversation with you around this. So yes, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, light up the like button for me, leave me a comment or a question, and let's talk about crypto taxes. Let's be responsible so that we don't have a shock at the end of the tax year, and that we really can be smart crypto investors. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network, and I am sending you lots of love.